You know, Phil, I suppose I'd be remiss if we didn't have at least one segment that was like, oh, here's what's in regular people news today. Let's see what they're finding out about. And I hate to tell you that this is I told you so segment, but it just might be by the time we get to the end of it. Let's go to the screens. Houston awash in empty office space as companies keep kicking the can down the road. We've talked about this since the very beginning of coronavirus spreading in the United States, that once these fucking businesses find out they can make just as much money off people while they're at home, they're not gonna buy office space anymore. You know what I mean? They're not gonna bring half of these people back, and that's exactly what's happening here. Nobody wants, it's cheap as shit to get offices in major cities right now. There's all kinds of problems happening there, but it's not just those people that are losing out on money. It happens at all parts of the scale. Businesses in Austin, Texas feel the pain of South by Southwest going virtual. And as some of you know, I have worked at South by Southwest a couple times. I know a lot of people that make their nut for the year going down there. You know what I mean? And so for that to be completely virtual, yes, it helps some people, but you've got to recognize the economic impact this has on the rest of the people involved. This is jobs going down the fucking toilet. And it is tough. We've been saying this was going to happen since the beginning, and we're here now. So now that we're over a year into this coronavirus debacle, where are we with all of this stuff? Now, they wasn't supposed to go on this long, so where are we now, a year later? Well, Joe Biden, I hate to even say this, science is back. Biden and Harris thank the CDC scientists during Atlanta visit. Can I just tell you, Phil, just for me personally, my own personal political viewpoints on shit, the phrase science is back when we already have science is as cringy to me as make America great again when America's already great. You know what I mean? It's just another lame fucking hook. How long is it until there are hats and shirts that say science is back on it? Because I done heard these motherfuckers say that a few times.
They already are, man.
I've heard them say it a few times. And I hate this is back idea. Science never left. Science never left.
Of course not.
But the real question, when they say science is back and follow the science and listen to scientists, and this is rhetoric we've heard quite a bit here recently, well, which scientists are they talking about? Is it this guy? Chinese scientist says World Health Organization is just going to abandon their theory that COVID began in a Wuhan lab. This is are we going to listen to this guy? How about this guy right here? Stanford medical professor, lockdowns were the worst public health mistake in the last 100 years. Is that the scientist we're listening to? Who is it?
That's a scientist,
when you give me this science is back bullshit, what you mean to say is we found a way to make pop science akin to exactly what we want our narrative to be. Not that you are showing respect to people who spent decades in school to know that much about any one particular fucking thing. But you might be asking yourself out there, friends, okay, well, why? Why is this guy saying that lockdowns create worse problems for the public health? Well, I'll give you one right off the top. Child suicide is becoming an international epidemic amid restricted pandemic life, doctors warn. Again, doctors, so trusting science. I gotta tell you, the words child suicide just makes my fucking stomach turn. But again, when they say science is back, who are they talking about? Because it doesn't seem like they're talking about this guy, and it doesn't seem like they're talking about this guy, and it doesn't seem like they're talking about this guy. So who are we talking about when we say science is back?
Bill, who are we talking about?
That's interesting you should ask, Phil. So now that we're listening to science, again, a year into all of this, where are we? Where are we? Well, at least we've got some level of vaccination happening. It should alleviate people that are at high risk, people that are sick, people that have a predisposition to these problems, and obviously many people have gotten sick. There have been deaths because of this.
Thank you, Lewis.
It's not the end of the world, but it is something you got to take fucking at least somewhat seriously. Now, we're clearly using it like a salad bar and picking and choosing which scientists we're listening to, and that, of course, as we've talked about, causes the public to get all kinds of skewed information on a daily basis. It's very hard to suss through the bullshit with a lot of this because everybody's got their own fucking agenda to play. But you know where you can always find motive, Phil? You know where the motive always ends up being?
Where the money is, bro.
So let's take a look here real quick. Masks, gatherings, travel. Here's what you can safely do. once you get the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, first of all, I don't need the government to tell me whether or not I can see my friends and family. Sorry, that's just not the way that fucking America works. Number two, if you take you take out the proper nouns and stuff in here, basically what this is the government saying, hey, take this shot and then we'll let you have fun. Take this shot and then we'll let you have fun. Let me ask you something, Phil. Is the government manufacturing that shot?
Here's the part that gets me. It's like you were talking about that other article had just a few words that got to you. Here's the few words of this article that gets to me. Here's what you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Not loving that, man.
Fuck you. I'll tell you what I can do.
Yeah, and
I can do whatever I want.
Positive reinforcement is not always enough. You need to combine that with negative reinforcement so that the government makes sure they get everybody. Like it or not, vaccine passports are coming soon to an airport near you. So it's not just take it and we'll give you a thing you like. It's also don't take it and we'll stop you from doing a thing. And here's one that'll really bake your noodle. I don't know what to think about this one right here. Oh, of course, on this one, it gave me the fucking loads, man. Oh, boy,
what?
Phil.
We already checked this bullshit.
I know. We checked
Come on.
It is getting wild out there, man. And so not only is it the government stepping in, and often the party that says, my body, my choice, yeah, but not your body. You don't get to choose.
No, of course not.
Some people get to choose. You don't. You do what we say. First baby in the United States born with antibodies against COVID-19 after mom receives dose of Moderna vaccine while pregnant. Phew, there's a lot to unpack in this headline, Phil. God damn. I have a lot of mixed feelings about what I'm seeing right here. You know what I mean?
For one.
What's that?
Human experimentation live?
Yeah, I don't like that. An unproven, reasonably untested vaccine given to a pregnant woman. I don't love that. I like the idea of natural defense against a virus. I don't like the word Moderna, just in general.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid
tough.
that at first.
But what were we just talking about? It's hard to get straight information. Who knows if this is even 100% accurate? Remember what we're talking about. Science is back, but only the scientists we want. And with every possible way to fucking mix up the information and make it as difficult to suss out as you can. As difficult to suss out as you can. But I'll tell you what, they made sure to put that little nail. Hold up. You're right, I do need a shot for this one. Quacks in the chat. Woo, Phil, we got that Debris coming in hot.
So much.
Coming in real hot. Let me read a couple while we have a chance. And Mr. Duel, I'm sure you know where to split the clips on these for production later. Cultic Krill showed me his napkins for $4 to say government scientists are like government doctors. They get paid no matter what. There is no incentive to produce good results. That is frightening. Sir Pip for $1 says science is back. Riley Dennis and the rest of Tumblr is going to be pissed. Fair enough. Gold City Creeper fired the magnet for $3.57. Say, all right, that's the third blue screen in 5 minutes. I'll catch you on the flip, guys. Let me know who you voted for. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Creeper. Sir Pip for $1 says, have you got your shot papers? Nope. Well, now you're on a list. No shot having people will have a no shot section, just like a no smoking section, or have to sit in one of those clear booths with people looking at them like they were in a zoo. I hate the idea of people getting put onto lists, and for any reason, really. That always just kind of makes my ego flap a little bit. But a name we haven't seen in a little while, Living Days to Days, called down the Krill Cannon for $100 American. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, to say, hold up. Oh, drink. I'm going to need a drink. Yep, that's the end of my drink. Says, hold up. I heard that asshole Nunya is claiming my name. That asshole has more money than sense. Oh, wait a minute. Now, I didn't even know about this. I thought that was accurate. Is there a falsified identification happening here between Living Days to Days and None Your Business? I am interested to hear more about how that turns out.
Yeah, what's going on here?
That's a new one on me. Days, nonetheless, thank you very much. Appreciate that goddamn Krill Cannon.
Woo! Love it.
That's very confusing. I may have to have a talk with a couple of people and see what the goddamn deal is, man. All right, let's get back to where we were here real quick. Like I say, I have mixed feelings about this, but again, it muddles the information in every direction that's possible, right? So then makes it hard to suss it out. And then to put that final nail in the coffin, to make sure to drive it home, Biden bashes people who are disinclined to get the vaccine and suggests they aren't patriots. Now, first of all, it doesn't even say people who refuse to get, people who caused a problem because of, people who are calling for this and that, just the word disinclined. Ergo, if you took a survey and they said, do you want the vaccine? And you said, I'm not sure, according to the president, you are now not a patriot. So after all that misinformation, it just drives home the point that you are supposed to just conform and go along no matter what you fucking say, man. And here they are, after all of this shit, the empty offices, the dead family businesses, the crushed fucking economy, and the ties and supporters who want to get rid of a certain economic system that we are so fond of here. Then, finally, after all of that shit, and after the president going so far as to call people un-American, or excuse me, non-patriots for not wanting to go along, here they go. Capitalism is what will defeat COVID. And here's a whole goddamn ass-kissing piece about how great Big Pharma is. Can you fucking believe it, man?
Wow.
Using your words?
After all of this shit, after all of this shit and everything that happened, the hill that the shield that they get behind is that Big Pharma is going to fix this problem for you. And what did I tell you guys at the very beginning? These companies like Moderna and Pfizer and AstraZeneca, these big pharma companies, they would make these really good sounding deals with the government because that's a huge contract for them. $300 million of anything is a lot of fucking products. They want that good government money, so they play nice. They good cop it. They get in there, they sign a fucking contract, and what did I tell you was gonna happen? Just as soon as everyone was hooked and the government had it set up so that every single person is gonna have to get one, what did I say Big Pharma was going to do? You're gonna have to wait to find out. Quacks in the chat because your motherfucker's buttoned up. Woo, goddamn, that Deborah's coming through hot today, Phyllis. Son of a bitch.
I've not seen that name in a while.
Another name we haven't seen in a while. Chap666 called down the Krill Cannon for $100 American. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, to say I don't believe days. It's like that bullshit where people think that loser Cult of Krill and I are the same person. That's true. They are not the same person. I have spoken to both of those dudes. Not the same deal. I'm sure it's quite the same scenario. With 11 days and none your business. So after all of that shit happens, these motherfuckers now say that Big Pharma is going to come here and save you. And what did I tell you that Big Pharma was going to do once they knew that everybody in America was going to be hooked? Bing! Drug makers promise investors they'll soon hike COVID-19 vaccine prices. And there it is, guys. Right on schedule. Big Pharma comes in to go, okay, you're all hooked. Now the price is gonna fucking double. No fucking shit. I'm gonna file that one under Y today for You Don't Say.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for